I said, boom. And I'm glad, nigga. Me as a U.S. citizen, that means I'm up under a government that's supposed to be for the people and by the people. I'm not a city councilman or any of that, but I'm a person, a citizen of the United States of America. So what I'm requesting and suggesting and promoting and trying to put in political form is you want to raise war on terror, raise war on the gangs in Chicago. These be your premises. And you want to play tit for tat with China, knowing that your Khazarian brother is gonna bag them, and you keep running these scripts, and fucking with these Persians. But you got a Persian steering wheel in your back as you goddamn keep scripting. See, over here on Fed, you know, to my FED, 3GD, we expose scribbles. And Trump, you was a solid gold dancer. So you a solid gold dancer, nigga. That was my homeboy Ricky Fareed, you know, Fareed, you know. Though he called them scribbles. See, we from the Kanika Jenkins side of this shit. And y'all think everybody in the Kanika Jenkins, y'all figured us to be dumb and ignorant and fucked up and all kind of shit, what you declared us to be. Did that nigga on Fed, Trump. And we need to promote war on Japan. The motherfucker who enslaved us by way of you, Mr. IOU. Mr. IOU. Yeah, that's what we need to do, sir. Because we want this shit to make sense. We want it to make sense for us to go slave and barely make ends meet on some shit that we can't repay. That's gonna skyrocket it up to the zillions for our great grands. But we don't stop y'all bitches, man. This enslavement need to stop. The United States of America still have us as political prisoners and enslaved, as gore, as chattel. Human chattel, human cattle. Yep. It's on, man, nigga. Yep. And I'm just sitting back chilling, right? Like I always do. Analyzing situation. Now, I see people got down getting concerned about this war shit now. And just not figuring out that this shit bloodline. This Illuminati's head boss. See? Gotta put the right energy and the right information out so people can trail along. They'll keep trailing. Keep trailing. Yeah. Because shit get deep. But it's still gonna wind up at the end of the day when you're gonna take a stand and demand and take a stand and be willing to die for your shit. That's what I'm on. My girl Unspoken over the getting testimony about this wall shit. About how the Bible enslaved us. I peeped in, you know. I peeped in. Yeah, I did. I peeped in. Let's tune in. Oh, damn. Okay. That'll be the currency of Germany with gold marks. This how they gonna take a fall. Financial fall. Debt is what enslaves you to another motherfucker when you're oil bitch. These motherfuckers gonna put themselves in debt to China. Just pay attention. So since the United States of America stepped in, and they the ones so-called defeated Adolf Hitler, so-called in the script, right? So did they obtain all that world power and bring that power to the United States? Are we the cover up for Germany? Because Jews run this bitch, and it seems to be Ashkenazi Jews that runs the United States of America. Do you smell me? So that's how we got our power, and then they started that. After that, they started all that space shit. And you niggas so engulfed into that shit that you don't know that that globe is part of your enslavement. But let's keep trucking. Let's keep trucking right here. See, we're gonna keep trucking right here because I did a little investigating, right? I did a little investigating, right? The America paid compensation. What is this? The United States does not have a form of financial debt to Japan for the atomic bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That's not what they taught us, or that's not what the rhetoric is, because I had an understanding is that this is why we're supposed to owe Japan. And now we see that those children had no birth defects or any of that shit. You understand? I got some shit going on if I'm out to kill me a bitch because this bitch keep playing with me. But that's another story. And it will continue because this bitch keep playing with me. I'm sure it's fuck nigga. While the U.S. initially considered paying reparations in 1945, the idea was abandoned. However, the U.S. did invest billions into rebuilding Japan after World War II. The U.S. gave Japan billions, just invested, no reparations, just helped build their shit. That's the issue of compensation for nuclear weapons is complex. Reparations for Japan. Japan did pay reparations to other countries damaged during World War II. They did. But the United States did not require payment for its own damage and instead oversaw the rebuilding of the country. Furthermore, lawsuits brought by atomic bomb survivors in Japan demise, because I don't think my people showed up. I don't think my motherfucking notification went out. But I'm gonna show you how this shit go. Yeah, I'm on that. The U.S. do not owe Japan any amount of gold marks. The gold marks was the currency of the German Empire from 1873 to 1914. Not a currency used by the United States. The U.S. does not the U.S. does have substantial financial relationships with Japan. So, we owned by some bankers. Is it really the Rothschilds? Or are they nominees to cover up what is a Mongolian? But it is issued in U.S. dollars and nominated in Treasury securities, not in gold. On my Arsenio Hall shit, something to make you say, As of mid-2025, Japan was the largest foreign holder of U.S. government debt, owning Treasury securities valued at approximately $1 trillion. This debt is not shit up to $1 trillion. Which country owes? Okay, what is this? Okay, total public debt was okay. So when did we start owing these motherfuckers, and where did it start? Was 50.7 billion at the time. But with the coming of World War II, that figure and the operations of the Bureau itself would be greatly altered yet again. Japan did not start a Pacific moment. The debt as to Japan did not start at a Pacific moment, but rather developed over time as Japan accumulated U.S. Treasury securities, particularly in the latter half of the 20th century and into the 21st century, making Japan a major holder of U.S. debt today. Japan's role as a creditor nation to the U.S. is a product of its economic strategies and the global financial system. Global, notice global, part of U.S. slavery. Not continentals. No, you used to go by continents. Now it's global, see. With the holding of U.S. debt becoming a significant factor in bilateral relations. Key points. No single starting date. There isn't a historical event making the beginning of the U.S. debt to Japan. Instead, it is the accumulation of years of economic engagement. Accumulations of debt. Japan began accumulating U.S. Treasury securities as part of its economic and financial policy, eventually becoming one of the largest foreign holders of U.S. debt. The largest holding of U.S. debt by Japan give it a significant economic and diplomatic lever, as seen in historical events like the Plaza Accord of 1985. Ain't this a bitch? In simple terms, Treasury securities are IOUs. Just like the little dollar bill that they give you that ain't worth shit because you can't cash in your IOUs. These American dollars that you throwing and making the rain are very sufficient at what? They are IOUs. Because they burnt up all your receipts. This is what I keep telling you people, man. This is what I keep telling you people, man. When they made those infernos, those government infernos to burn up old money, those contracts that was not Federal Reserve notes, those were contracts. Those were the IOUs to bag up your currency. Borrow money for government operations backed by the full faith of the credit of the U.S. government, making them the very safe investors by them to earn interest, and in return, the government promised to pay back the original. You understand what's going on? I thought we was fucked up for bombing them hoes and all that shit. See how the political structure fuck you around and won't tell you the truth about them because the private-owned bankers are in the background and put nominees as frontmen, such as Elon Musk and Donald Trump. And y'all think them motherfuckers got power and they this and they that. They ain't shit. But frontmen for the backbone. I keep telling y'all these Mongolians run this up. But y'all think I'm fed just talking. But just like I'm dropping this shit, just give it a little while. And then these motherfuckers gonna catch on and start like they're doing now. They're trying to catch on. But fuck catching on, we ain't gonna stand up. Illuminati's head boss in the building, man. Giving you the rundown on this shit. So just ask anybody in the United States of America, why are we in debt to Japan or China? They gonna tell you for dropping them bombs. And I just showed you that ain't the real reason. With them fake ass nukes they dropped over there, cause I ain't seen no birth defects, or no fucked up land over there. The grass started back growing back and everything over that bitch. You don't see no crater. What's the crater in the earth from the goddamn nuclear explosion, bro? Where is it? Not gonna find it. Not gonna find it. Not gonna find that motherfucker. Hey, my nigga, Trump, I'm proposing set forth a motion to declare war on Japan. But for some strange reason, you Ashkenazi Jews know that you're in debt to them. So that means if you are running shit and behind the scenes of the Brits and the Brits own us, that means, what the fuck does that really mean? That means there's a secret relationship between the Brit and the Jap. And that's what I'm getting to the bottom of now. And we'll continue to get to the bottom of it. You understand? You understand? Just to give my people clarity on why they're enslaved and not in servitude. We're not in total servitude, nigga. We're enslaved. And you're going to pay. I gotta go give me some work boots now. I'm gonna get slaved out. And be paying these motherfuckers on a debt that we can't repay. So slave to slave, slave to slave. All we gotta do is stand up. But they playing chess. And the chessboard is sitting on our backs. While we kneel down and let them play chess upon our back. Nigga, you're not even a pawn on the chessboard. Nigga spinning the wind. So I suggest you go ahead and find what trust your social security number is tied into and find out who is in control of your trust. That's what I'm on a mission to do. And if anybody have any kind of information to help me in my quest, please email me at unfed4@gmail.com. So I can goddamn unlock my trust and free my motherfucking seeds. Yeah, my great-grands and great-great-grands. Free us from this goddamn persecution. But I know y'all don't get it. I declare war on Japan. Trump declared war on Japan. Japan run you bitch ass niggas and y'all scared of these Mongolian so-called Inuits. I knew, haha. Ka. Y'all niggas ain't talking about shit. And I said, boom.